Feel like having something to eat? Well, I guess we can wait.
Why?
Just being considerate.
I'm your partner, Dan, not your date.
Yeah? My wife's still not so sure.
Well, that's your problem, partner. I think I might be hungry after all.
Taking the sergeant's exam, but I never did.
How come?
Because they'd stick me behind a desk, that's how come. I just happen to like the great outdoors.
Pushers, pimps, killers, thieves.
That's right, that's right. They're like my children.
Then let's not keep them waiting. Come on.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Mike.
Well, if it isn't the odd couple.
Ignore them. They're just jealous, Nancy.
Yeah, sure. I'll try.
How's it been going, Dan?
Great. She's a good kid.
Kids are for school, Dan.
Oh, I don't remember you talking like that when I broke you in, Sonny.
Yeah, well, I wasn't wearing a skirt.
Well, why don't you let me worry about that, huh? Listen, Marge wants to know if you're still coming to dinner tonight.
Your place at 7.
You got it.
Tell Marge I love her a lot, and I'll be there on the dot.
All right.
Kind of get the impression you don't go for women on patrol, Officer Granger.
You get it right, Officer Webster.
Easy now, Steve. You may end up with a female partner yourself one of these days.
Uh-huh. I'll wind up taking a sergeant's exam for sure. Come on, let's check out 18th Street.
Throw me the keys to these cases. Come on, right now.
And now, let's take a look at your safe. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Open it. Open it.
Ludlow 12, silent alarm. Tate's Jewelers, 427 Clark Street. Handle code 2. No other units available at this time.
Ludlow 12, Roger.
All set. You've been real cooperative, mister.
I'm much obliged.
Hold it! Put the guns down! I said put them down!
Okay. Okay.
All right, now move away and put the bags down. All right, up against the windows. Spread them. All right, Nancy, get the guns.
Which way they go?
Right at the corner, late model Ford sedan. Brown, not on the plates.
He needs an ambulance.
My God. This is Ludlow 7 to control. Officer needs assistance. Send an
Is he alive?
corner of Village
bad.
and Viking. That's 5422 Village.
Ludlow 7, Roger.
I hit that cop clean. He was in bad shape.
Worse than that, he looked dead to me.
Okay, okay. You had to shoot him so he could make a getaway.
How did I know he was there? I spotted the button behind the counter right off. He never went near it.
Obviously, there was another alarm. Now, you've been told often enough. Take your time. Check out a place from the bottom up. Now, the next time you do what you're told.
Officer Stokely took the two of you out of action by pushing you out of the way of the suspect's car.
Yes, sir.
In your opinion, was that necessary?
I don't know, Lieutenant. It's possible he could have just yelled. I might have made it. He was always so damn protective.
How much did you two see?
Nothing. We got there after it happened.
Any witnesses?
Several. We got their names.
Lieutenant? Officer Stokely died on the table. They did everything they could, but the internal bleeding was too extensive. I'm sorry.
Lieutenant, if it's all right with you, I'll tell his wife.
Yes. I'll go with you. Franklin, I want you to get some rest. I'm temporarily relieving you of duty. There will be a routine internal affairs investigation. If your story is corroborated by the witnesses, they will have no reason to hold you at fault.
I'll be with you in a second, Lieutenant.
Bye.
I couldn't have been closer to Dan if he was my brother. I wasn't a better friend. I wasn't a better cop. I was against women doing patrol duty. From the start, I was against it because I knew that eventually somebody would wind up in there like Dan dead because he was too busy taking care of his cute lady partner to pay attention to his own safety.
Do you think I encouraged it? I didn't.
You think it matters?
Yes, I do. I hope to God it matters.
Well, it doesn't, lady, because Dan's still dead. And what it boils down to is if he had a male partner with him, he wouldn't be dead, and that's all it boils down to.
Look, Nancy, I don't think you deserve that. Sometimes a man will say almost anything when he's lost his best friend.
That wasn't just anything he said, Mike. I think maybe he's right.
All I'm saying, Steve, is until something is proven against her, she just doesn't deserve that kind of treatment.
You know, Mike, it helps to like the guy you're partnering with. And I like you. And we can keep it that way if you knock off the lectures.
He's expressing an opinion.
Then express it to somebody else.
Nice guy, huh?
He is a nice guy, Chris. He's just blown away by the death of his friend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, this guy's really gotten to
Yeah, he got to me. He lost a friend, right? I think we can understand that pain. But prejudice is prejudice. Prejudice is what they're laying on Nancy now. And I think I've been around here long enough to know about that, right?
Of course, I could recommend a transfer to a non-field assignment, but it would have to have a reason that is better than the one you have just given me.
Being held responsible for another officer's death is reason enough.
Opinion and fact are two different things, Franklin. You know that.
Of course I know that, but what I don't know is maybe I did encourage Dan Stokely's sense of protection. I felt secure with him, I know that. What if it happens again?
If you feel that there is some personal blame on your part, this is something you are going to have to settle for yourself, because according to Internal Affairs, there is none. Now, let me tell you something. Suppose you were a man and you had not heard that car coming. Don't you know that Stokely would have done exactly the same thing? Don't you know that that's what they can't stand to admit? That they could have been vulnerable just like you, and that Stokely could have saved them? Don't you also realize that the bullet that killed Stokely could have killed you? Have you ever thought about that?
Not exactly.
Well, think about it, for God's sake.
Lieutenant, you really want me to continue. You're not just doing your duty in the strictest sense. You want me to stay on patrol.
Mixing male and female partners in patrol units is still a pilot program, and there is still a great deal to be learned if this is to become established policy. I happen to believe in it, but reliable evaluation depends upon personal experience and not a lot of guesswork. As one of the first women officers of this program, your experience will be invaluable. Especially in a situation like this where prejudice is forced out into the open. It's going to be tough out there, but damn it, I want you to stick it out.
Okay, Lieutenant, I have to go along with that.
Did you get it?
Sure, I got it. Looks like 1,000 other cars driving around town. Change of plates. We're in business. This is something.
Mm-hmm. It's the stones from the wedding rings and the brooches. In a new setting.
Another Joyce Lanson original.
How much you figure it'll bring?
$17,000, $18,000, depending on the dealer. But if we had to use a fence, it would be about a third of that. Maybe less.
You know, Joyce, I'm wondering how long we can keep this up. Sooner or later, someone's going to recognize one of those stones, no matter what kind of a setting you put it in.
We have dumped a lot of this stuff on the market the past 2 months. If they should trace this, the whole thing could fall in on us.
Yeah, maybe we should cool it for a couple of weeks.
No. A couple of weeks of doing nothing may be all the police need to nail us. Our advantage is right now, we've got them off guard. They don't know a thing about me, and they can't identify either one of you.
Joyce, this is not going to last forever.
I never intended it to. That piece, this stuff, we don't sell it here.
Yeah? Where?
Mexico City. Along with what we're picking up on the next 2 jobs. Now, doesn't that sound romantic?
Five robberies in 6 weeks, all jewelry stores, all committed by 2 male Caucasians, the same 2, it is now believed.
Except for their height, the descriptions are different because they've apparently been using disguises, clothing, wigs, beards, whatever.
Sir,
What is it, Webster?
why is this assumption being made? Couldn't it be different suspects?
Yes, that's possible. We don't think so, however.
Officer Franklin, would you care to elaborate?
The descriptions of their voices, how they move, the MOs are exact in every instance. Plus the fact the getaway car is always parked several doors away. It's always a stolen vehicle, later found abandoned.
What about the driver?
We've come up empty on that. No one's had a clear look at him.
Lieutenant, the stolen merchandise, has any of that shown up?
No, and that's another thing. Stolen jewelry usually shows up in a week or two, and none of this stuff has done so yet.
Officer Stokely's funeral will take place tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. I have posted tomorrow's duty roster, so you can check it and see if you are free to attend. All right, that's it. Check your pin maps, hit the street, dismissed.
Danko!
Yes, sir?
I got a problem, and I wonder if you can help me with it.
Well, if I can, sir.
I hear rumors that some of the men are blaming Officer Franklin for the death of a partner.
Well, some are, some aren't.
I don't care about names because all I'm interested in is the situation. I'm going to have to deal with it.
Well, to tell you the truth, sir, it's gotten a little heavy. Some of the guys have even given her a nickname.
Oh?
They're calling her Death Lady.
What about the others?
Well, I'm not sure about the others, but I get the feeling they wouldn't welcome her as a partner.
Do you put any blame on Officer Franklin?
No, I don't. I know there are others who feel like I do.
Then can I assume that of those others, not one would object to being partnered with Franklin?
Well, it's not object exactly, sir. It's a question of, I don't know, putting male and female police officers in that situation. Maybe it's wrong.
Is that how you feel?
I don't know.
Danko, I want you to partner with Franklin. That's not an order you can decline. There's a couple of others who would accept the situation simply because they had to and because it was in the line of duty. But I think you'd be the best choice. That is, of course, if you're willing.
Why me?
Well, you're settled, you're married, you're not on the make. You're closer to her age. You're a rookie, but you've had some field experience. I think it'd be a nice balance, and I don't think you'd fall into the trap of being overprotective.
Well, do I have to give you an answer right now?
No. Soon. Think about it.
Do you want my opinion? Yeah. I think you're on her side, that you want to help.
It's true. It's just that I don't feel comfortable with the idea. Some guys are right for it, some aren't. I just don't know if I am.
Look, Mike, why don't you just try looking at it as another training experience? I mean, once you get used to the idea, it'll all seem natural.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, sure.
I got an idea. You volunteer then.
I'm having trouble getting used to my own partner.
That's funny. That's funny.
What about you, babe? You haven't said 3 words all evening.
Correction. I haven't said any words. Well, I was afraid I'd sound like a foolish person.
Why?
'Cause I never expected to feel like this. I would be the last one to put down a woman trying to make it in a man's world. But what we're talking about is your safety, and maybe even your life. And your partner, Whether that partner is male or female is your backup in any kind of situation you run into. And if that partner isn't a competent cop, you're in trouble.
But Nancy is competent. Probably a lot more competent than most of the guys who are giving her a hard time.
Dan Stokely's death. Are you sure she wasn't responsible?
How can you be certain? Look, internal affairs is cleared her. Now that's good enough for me.
Okay. Riker wants you to do it. That's good enough for me. I'm still going to be worried about you. I don't want to be the next cop's widow.
Right, phase. Port, hold. Ready. Fire. Ready. Fire. Ready. Fire. Head, hut. Half left, phase. Present, hard.
Nicky, Stephanie, he was a fine man and a fine officer. We're gonna miss him.
I know. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Nancy, take it easy.
I can't. I want to tell you, Mrs. Stokely, that I had a great respect and admiration for your husband. And right now, there's nothing more in the world I wish than it had been me and not Dan. So do I. If there's anything we can do.
Hey, Stephanie, Lieutenant? That job still open?
You got it, Danko.
Thank you, sir.
Well, we were paying our last respects to a fellow police officer. The suspects were robbing another jewelry outlet of well over $60,000 in merchandise. The awareness that they have killed a police officer has not deterred these people at all. You will therefore consider them to be extremely dangerous and take absolutely no unnecessary risk whatsoever. If there is the slightest possibility of a confrontation with them, you will call for a backup and do nothing until same arrives. Braddock is out sick. Franklin will ride with Danko. Saunders, you ride with Keneally. Morgan and Conway will partner together. And Granger will be with Chase. That's it. Check your pin maps, hit the street, dismissed.
Mike? Sorry to lose you, partner.
Hey, that happens. Good working with you.
I'm also sorry you drew Franklin. Look, I know you're on her side. Will you stay on your toes with her? I don't want to lose another friend.
Saw you talking with Granger.
Oh, yeah?
What was he doing, offering his condolences?
As a matter of fact, he was.
Well, then so does the death lady.
Sorry about that, Nancy. Look, I want you to know there's only a couple of guys on the force that feel that way.
I don't know anything anymore, Mike. I'm just sorry you're the one that got stuck.
I'll tell you the truth. I asked for it.
Why?
Why not?
Okay. Okay, you made the big gesture. But we go by the book. We look out for each other, no more and no less.
That sounds fair to me.
Like it?
Beauty.
Mm-hmm. It's the last of the current lot. After the next job, it's Mexico City.
You decided yet who we're gonna hit next?
Raymond's.
That's a big number.
None bigger. Not in this city. But he will need a Rolls Royce to do the job.
Hey, that ain't gonna be easy to rip off.
We're not going to steal it. Haven't you got a friend without a record who'd like to make a little money?
I guess.
Well, he rents the Rolls, turns it over to us, then he reports it stolen after the job.
Okay. I can take care of that.
Let me put it this way. I was engaged when I entered the academy and very unengaged when I left. You just could not seem to get around the badge.
It'll be 10 minutes.
Oh, good. I'm hungry.
You haven't been serious about anybody since then, Nancy?
Oh, no. It's the same with all of the men, too. Once they find out what my job is, they get very uncomfortable. Mostly I wind up dating other cops. It seems easier that way. That is when there's time.
Time? She goes to class 3 nights a week.
And yoga class on the 4th. Listen, all things considered, I'm pretty occupied.
What are you studying?
Criminology.
Ah.
I'll be getting my master's at the end of this semester. I figured if I was going to be a cop, might as well go all the way. Oh, Jill, what a beautiful ring.
Hey, thank you. This was a gift from my Aunt Robin. What's the matter, Nancy?
When Dan Stokely was shot, the person driving the car was wearing a ring. One with a large stone, not the kind of a ring a man would wear. That's what I've been trying to remember all this time. That's the link that's missing. It wasn't a man driving the car, it was a woman.
Well, that's a very important missing link.
Yeah, and something else, too. I've been thinking about the fact that none of the jewelry's shown up. Riker said that was unusual.
Well, it is. The description is given to the dealers right away.
Okay, what if the stones were remounted and sold as new merchandise?
They'd be hard to trace. But what makes you think that's what they're doing?
I know a lot of jewelry designers are women.
Wait a minute. You're getting a lot of mileage out of just a hunch.
Yeah, I know, but it just all kind of flashed together.
You can't really be sure the driver was a woman.
No, but if I'm right, it could lead someplace. Mike, will you help me check it out?
Let's take it to Riker.
I can't go in there with some supposition I can't back up. Mike, please, it's important. Will you help me?
Of course I'll help you. We'll check it out.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help, officer, but that's all my records show. And I still don't understand what the information is for.
It's just routine, Mr. Parkins. We like to keep our records up to date. Thank you very much for your help.
That's all right.
Well, that takes care of Parkins' jewelry. It's turning into an interesting list.
What's the next stop?
Riker. I think we got enough.
Let's do it.
Joyce? Leo Parkins. Listen, I don't know exactly why I'm calling, but there was a lady cop in here just now asking about my suppliers. Particularly interested in my female suppliers. I gave her a couple of names, and yours was one of them. Look, is something going on?
Like what, Leo?
Well, I don't know. It's never happened before.
Well, did she ask about me in particular?
No, just a list of everybody I do business with. She said it was routine.
Oh, well, it's probably some new system they're developing to keep tabs on us. I wouldn't be concerned.
Okay, it just seemed a little strange to me, that's all.
Well, I appreciate your thoughtfulness. Now, don't you worry about it anymore, Leo. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Jen.
Pack the van. We're not waiting until tomorrow.
What's going on?
The police are asking questions.
We're doing the job today?
And clearing out for Mexico right after.
A lot of the same names of suppliers kept turning up. 3 of them are women running independent jewelry design businesses. If an expert went through some of the inventories, I have a feeling a lot of those stones would turn up.
It's very interesting also, Frank.
What's wrong, Lieutenant?
Where do you two get off conducting your own unauthorized investigation?
Sir, I thought I explained.
Well, that doesn't make it right. You ought to know better than that.
I guess I thought that the circumstances
Oh, there
were
were no
unusual.
circumstances, Danko. Let me make you two aware of something. In this city, we have one entire detective division whose sole purpose it is to do absolutely nothing but conduct investigations.
Lieutenant, I was going on a long-shot guess. I needed information to back it up.
Franklin, when you remembered the ring, when you first suspected the driver of the car might be a woman, when your hunches first started to mean something, you should have been on the phone with me instantly. I could have had a couple of teams out there this morning checking stores. And 2 hours ago, we would have known something. Get me robbery. This is Riker. Let me speak to Henderson, please. What did robbery come up with?
It's confirmed, Lieutenant. 4 items from Parkins Jewelry are part of the stolen merchandise. It's all in new settings. They're doing a full inventory on the store right now.
The owner of the store has been doing business with the woman for 9 years.
Got a name and address?
Yes. Joyce Lanson, 923 Beach Avenue.
Let's go.
Mr. Simpkins.
Excuse me, please.
Good afternoon. I'm Marlon Simpkins, the manager.
How do you do? I'm Mrs. Belding. This is my son, Robert. My favorite niece is graduating next week, and I want to get her something special, a necklace. I'm not concerned about the price, but I do want to warn you that I know the value of a piece of jewelry to the nearest dollar.
I can see that, Mrs. Belding.
Everything's empty, Lieutenant. It looks like they've cleared out.
Lieutenant, phone bills. Check how many recent calls to Mexico City.
No other long-distance calls. All right, Danko, get on the phone, call the airport, tell them to delay all flights to Mexico, commercial and private. Have you got a description of the woman?
Yeah, she's early 40s, medium height and build, longish red hair, nice looking, stylish dresser.
Inform security, tell them she may be using her real name, Joyce Lanson. She'll be traveling with the other two. Get out an APB on her, inform the Border Patrol.
Roger.
Well, I guess I don't need it spelled that much better than that. If I'd gotten to you sooner, we might have had them.
Don't wallow in it. We haven't lost them yet. Come on, Franklin.
Here we are.
Ah, yes. That's exactly. I can't breathe.
The doctor said you shouldn't exert yourself.
What should we do?
I need to lie down.
Do you have some place?
Of course. In the back. There's a couch. We can phone for a doctor.
Easy now, Mother. Just try to relax. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just relax.
Anything I can do, sir?
No, she just needs a little rest and to take her pill. This has happened before.
Thank you, Howard.
Yes, sir.
Could I have a drink of water, please?
Of course. Here you are.
Thank you so much. Now, if you'll kindly open that safe.
Oh, Mother. What have we here?
Please don't hurt me. I can't stand pain.
Move over to the couch.
Must be a couple of $100,000.
Okay, come on. Let's not press our luck.
This is the last.
Come on.
I hope you'll be feeling better, Mrs. Belding.
I'm sure she will. Thank you.
The downtown area sealed off. These suspects will probably try to switch vehicles. I want you to establish checkpoints and stop any vehicle with 3 Caucasians. 1 female, Joyce Lanson, early 40s. 2 male companions, mid to late 30s. And they are armed and to be considered dangerous. The following checkpoints will get priority. Market and 12, Center and 15, Broadway and 18.
Center and 15.
Right.
Hey, we got a problem.
Figure that's for us?
We're not waiting to find out.
Mike, that van just made a U-turn.
Let's check it out.
They're on us.
Get it.
Top Ford, late model van, approaching Center and 15th. We are in pursuit.
We're not going to shake them.
They turned on first.
Okay, hang on.
Keep him pinned down.
Don't do it.
Hold it!
Hold it! Okay, move out from there. Come on. Come on, move! Come on. Get over there. Spread him. Move.
Get over there!
Get over there. Spread him.
All right, hold it. Don't try it. Drop the gun. All right, move up against the wall. Spread them.
doing, partner?
Thank you.
Maybe I figured you wrong, Franklin.
Don't lose any sleep over it, Granger. Let's go. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right, anything you say can and will be used against you in a courtroom of law.
How do you feel about a permanent assignment, Officer Franklin?
I'd like that just fine, Lieutenant. But I thought the pilot program had another month to run.
Well, that's true. But as long as you're on that program, you are listed on temporary duty. Now, I would like to pull you off that program and put you on permanent assignment right here.
You sure I can handle it?
Why, Officer Franklin, if all the men in this precinct handled themselves as well as you do and did everything with the same finesse and dispatch that you do, I would be called captain in a very short time and chief by the end of the year.
Yes, sir.
Now, with permanent assignment comes a partner, also permanent.
Yes, I know that, Lieutenant. I'll be sorry to lose Mike Danko.
Yes, he feels that way, too. I've talked with him. But your new partner is a good man, and he has specifically requested duty with you.
I hope you like it black.
It'll do. Let me get this straight, Granger. You actually requested assignment with me.
Anything wrong with that?
No, I guess not.
Look, we got off to a bad start. I let my emotions get in the way. Since then, I've seen how you handle yourself. You're a good cop, Franklin. There's no doubt about it. And, I just figured maybe, you could teach me a thing or two. That is, if you don't mind trying to show an old male chauvinist pig the way. What do you say?
I'll do my best, Officer Granger. My very best.